Hi, and welcome to today's topic, which is about how we can use fear for our advantage when it comes to spirituality. So, we all have experienced fear. Like, fear is a part of being human, and there is nothing wrong with fear, and we are not less spiritual because we are fearful. In fact, when we are living according to spiritual principles, it is very important that we dare to actually acknowledge our fear. Because if we do not acknowledge that we are fearful, we don't have anything to work with and we have nothing to accomplish um, or being or overcome in order to get closer to love. So just because we choose to not see it or admit that we are fearful doesn't mean that we are not fearful. It just means that we are in denial and that we, in that state, don't have a great chance for achieving spirituality. And there is a line in the prayer of St. Francis, sorry, that says, it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. And that line, I believe, says it all, because it is when our ego are dying that we are born into eternal life, as he says, but I would say that we are reborn into our spirit, that we come closer to love, which is who we really are. So when we are very fearful and we dare to see it and we dare to embrace it with open arms, literally, that when we are fearful, we don't try to stuff it down back down again, but that we literally open up within ourselves and we see, what is this fear? What does it want to tell me? What is it really that I'm fearful about? What is it underneath each and every layer of this fear? What is it that really, really, really is the issue here? And you will find out that every fear that we have, and I mean really every fear that we have, is that we are afraid of not being loved. And that maybe sound silly and stupid when we are not used to digging deep within ourselves, but I tell you, when you start to dig deep within yourself, you will see that this is the truth. So that is why I say that we can use fear for our greatest advantage when it comes to spirituality, because it actually brings us closer to love when we start to recognize the fear for what it is. And when we can start to give the fear what it actually wants, when we can start to give it the love that it actually craves and that it actually seeks, when we can start to see this vulnerable inner child within us and we can acknowledge it and give it what it wants and so forth, then we can also start to heal. And I know that this may sound very, very weird, but that is what it is. And it doesn't matter who you are, how tough you are, we all have a vulnerable little child inside of us that just longs for love and approval. That's what it is. And that just wants to be embraced. So when we are doing that, we in that are starting to getting healed and we are starting to get closer to spirituality. But it is about that we are embracing the fear, as I just said, and not trying to stuff it down again, because that is what we want to do. That is just a reflex. That is an autopilot that we want to stuff it down. And it's the total opposite that we need to do. So, yeah, that was what I wanted to talk about today. And I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.